start of this year, we unified our payment and checkout experiences across all of Google.
Welcome to
under a
Google
single
I/O.
brand,
Thank you for joining
Google
us.
Pay.
We're
Our vision for Google Pay is to enable users everywhere to pay with their Google account anywhere they're signed in. So Google Pay is more than just an app on a device or a button on a website. We're building it as a platform integrated as a core part of a user's Google account and available to them everywhere they're signed into Google. In this session, we'll spend some time to share some of the changes we've made over the last year as we've launched Google Pay. And then we'll talk about how you can implement the Google Pay API. And finally, we'll also share some of the product enhancements that are coming up. So looking back a few years ago, we launched Android Pay, and we started our journey with enabling easy in-app payments using cards that users had provisioned on their device in the Android Pay app. We launched this feature in 12 countries and saw great adoption from thousands of developers. But we heard from you, our developers, that you wanted more. You wanted access to many more users, paying with more payment methods, and in several more countries. And so we went back to the strengths of Google, our billions of users across multiple popular products around the world. Our users have saved hundreds of millions of cards to their Google accounts, making purchases on apps like the Play Store, YouTube, or even just shopping the web using Chrome. With Google Pay, users can easily make payments with their payment method stored in their Google account anywhere they're signed in, a consistent and seamless payment experience. And Google Pay is already the way users pay across Google. Users see Google Pay today when they check out on the Play Store buying an app, renting a movie, or just on Chrome autofilling a checkout form. And not only is Google Pay present when users buy from Google, but it's also being incorporated into several new surfaces for transactions that users can make with third-party merchants. For instance, you'll see Google Pay powering checkout for merchant experiences within Android Messages for merchants that have used rich business messaging. And also Assistant-enabled transactions, the Google Assistant, or on web actions, including AMP pages. And in keeping with our vision, we've extended our Google Pay APIs to external developers, so users can pay with all of their cards in their Google account when they're on your sites or apps, without any additional setup or having to download a new app. We launched earlier this year with payments enabled on Android devices, both native apps and on the mobile web, using Chrome's implementation of the payment request standard. And in the last few months, we've already seen great adoption from several developers around the world. Take a look. Users can already use Google Pay on a range of merchants, from order ahead apps to sites, to retail sites, travel, transportation, ride-sharing, and many more. To show you now how Google Pay works on the web and how you can integrate the Google Pay APIs, I'm going to hand it over to Tony.
All right. Thank you, Avnish. Can you switch to my iPhone, please? So I can't really walk very far with this. So I'm going to quickly walk you through what the web experience is going to be like. I'm on a merchant site right now. I'm going to buy something and check out with Google Pay. Now, as you all know, Mother's Day is coming on up, and I haven't bought anything for my mom yet. As a father of two, I normally would try to buy something for my wife first. But every time I try to pick out clothes for her, somehow they always end up getting returned. So I think my mom will appreciate this nice green sweater, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to the cart. I'm going to click Checkout, and up pops a Buy with Google Pay button. I'm going to open this, and this shows our payment sheet. Our payment sheet is what it shows the available cards and shipping addresses associated with a particular Google account. If you happen to be logged in into more than one account, you can easily toggle it like so. And as you can see, this is a test account, so there aren't any cards set up. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back so I can easily check out. Now, I'm going to ship this to my mom, so I need to add her shipping address. And sometimes I really have a tough time remembering exactly what my mom's shipping address is. But it's a good thing that Google Pay shows autofill suggestions from the Google Maps API to make even filling out this form super simple. Now that I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and click the Continue button, and now we've just made a purchase. Oh, so Google Pay also remembers the last selected card and shipping address to make your next checkout easier. For example, if I open up the payment sheet again, you'll now see that my mom's shipping address is now the default. Users will see the same consistent user experience across all major browser platforms, such as Safari, Firefox, and coming soon, Microsoft Edge. One other thing to note is that this merchant page, even though we built this just for I/O, we're going to actually release this to the public and to all of you developers so that you can play around with our APIs without first having to integrate. We built this nifty little developer console on the top right. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a little bug, little icon. And you can easily manipulate the request. So for example, if I wanted to not collect shipping address for whatever reason, I can change this to false. And if I, for some reason, can't support all the available card networks, I'll easily remove one like so. And then I'm going to click on the Google Pay button. And now you'll see that the shipping address is no longer available, and my previously selected Visa card is no longer accepted.